Season 2 Plus has just landed in Call of Dragons for my team, and there is a ton of stuff we need to talk about, including artifacts you can get, new legendary heroes that you can unlock, and rewards you can get from previous seasons, and more. Stick around in this video for the things you need to know at the start of Season 2 Plus in Call of Dragons. Hello my friends and welcome back. I'm Chisgule Gaming, and today's video is sponsored by the makers of Call of Dragons. And there is so much to talk about at the start of a new season, especially because this time around a bunch of things have changed about season resets in general. So let's get started with the events that are available, the rewards from the previous season, and use the timestamps in the description to jump to whatever part you want. In fact, I'm going to be buying a bunch of bundles because not only do we have the new season starting, but there's all this Black Friday stuff going on as well. So let's get started with the Riches of the Forest event. This event is cool, but mostly if you are a very large spender. If you are not a very large spender, typically there are other places you can go to deploy your gems for better value. Now that said, this Riches of the Forest event is giving you a chance to get the Spirit Bone Torque, and there's no other way to have gotten this up to this moment in time. So it is the earliest way you could access this artifact, but I would bet money that it shows up in the very first Forge of Light, which is where I plan to work on mine. So my recommendation to you is to jam out the 50% off crack on this event. Maybe you'll get lucky, probably you won't, because the chances are pretty low, and to only jam through gems on this if you would have jammed through gems on keys normally in the altar where you can go and gem artifacts. All right, so I personally have not been spending gems over here. I'll of course spend these keys, but if you would have spent gems over here, then you would prefer to instead spend those gems in the Riches of the Forest. But this brings us to the old Wheel of Destiny. And the Wheel of Destiny is a great event for unlocking heroes. Toward the end of the video, we're going to revisit this and max spin this. This is absolutely worth doing if you want to work on new heroes and start leveling up those heroes from the very first day of the season. From here, we have a Time to Act event. This is a speed up related event. We have Eliana's Crisis. The Behemoth Hunter event series is not really a big deal. It's just telling us when behemoths are unlocking. We have Heeding the Call. Your alliance needs to reach a certain size. You have 7 days to resurge. You have some extra buffs for the first few days of the season, like Alliance donation recovery speed. It is critical that you're donating to Alliance technology in these first couple days. The Proving Grounds is back from Season 2, but now the highest tier of this event is only 100,000 points, which is a lower threshold for actually getting all the rewards, which is pretty sweet. Now that is the new events that are available at the start of the new season. There is, however, one special Black Friday event going on right now, where basically when you buy in one slot, it will discount another slot in the same row randomly. And I think it's by about 10%. There's also this exclusive event row that isn't normally here. So I'll do a 100 gem refresh now just to show this to you, right? So here you can see there's all these things in the top that are a little bit discounted. If I hit the 80,000 resources over here, it discounted this guy, okay, by a not small amount. And now this would run me 1,500 gems. Now, I still don't think this is worth getting personally, so I'm not going to spend gems on any of these other items in that top row. In fact, hopefully I'll get lucky in this bottom row. I use the resource one first. 8 gems for these speed ups is fine. I want to try to discount this one on the left, and we got it, so I'm just going to pick that up. Okay, from here, all of these I'm going to get because they're resource-based, so I'll use this one. It'll discount another one. I'm going to click the one that got discounted. Then I'm going to click the one that got discounted again. And boom, we claim all those rewards. In the final row here, I suppose I don't mind getting another Peace Shield. I do on occasion use these. If I'm really lucky, it will discount the gold keys, which is what I really want to buy. That didn't happen. I don't think an additional 10% would offset this 80 gem cost. So I'm just going to buy them outright. And that is what it is. All right, so that's kind of how that works with the discounting at the Goblin Merchant, and that style of event does show up again, so even though it may not be Black Friday where you are now, Uh, there may be another time that style of event shows up again. So this brings us to the end of season rewards, and my goodness, there are so many choices. I'm going to steer you towards a couple of these, and I could review every single one in depth, but the ones that are the best, in my opinion, due to their difficulty to obtain, is going to be the split ice core, which makes it so that your ice orbs hit more enemy legions. With every 160 points of spirit, ice orbs hit an extra enemy legion. That's amazing. So if you have a frost lizard, this is what you want. Alternatively, we all like our Sapphire Phaedrakes, right? Split Pain Bloom makes it so that your Pain Bloom hits more enemy legions. So it's the same idea, right? For every 160 points of spirit, your Pain Bloom hits an extra enemy legion. These two have to be the best, hands down, that you can get. If we look at what some of the other ones do, I don't care about Tempest damage or Super Ravage. I don't care about Super Infection or Super Concentration, because all of these other ones you can actually buy for the most part. I suppose Hasty Stone Aura you can't buy. So every 135 agility, it reduces the cooldown of the heal on the Sand Lizard. That's pretty good, actually, but this is pretty busted if you're really moving in on a healing plan. But I think the best two still, hands down, are here and here. Split Ice Core, and I'd say my number one is Split Pain Bloom. Now, from there, if you didn't win your last season, it would be easy to not understand what these pet skills do. And by the way, in my opinion, the pet skills are hands down better than any other things that are even in here. Like, it wasn't even worth talking about this row of things in here, because I think the pet skills are just better. Okay, way better. Absolutely, that's the chase. You can only get these pet skills from here, basically. Like, you get these, okay? So, in the Conqueror row, if you had a Magma Demon at the end of the last season, then I think the best choice is Outbursts of Rage. This gives you a 10% chance to gain an extra 27 rage every second, determined based off of your agility. So periodically, you just get a bunch of rage, and that seems amazing to me. There are some alternatives, and I'll tell you why I don't like them. Fatal Bite gives you critical damage when your pet deals physical war pet skill damage. The problem is you need to have a high chance to crit, and I don't know that there's a way to get that yet. So I don't think this is the jam. Next up is Super Follow-Up. Increases your follow-up trigger chance by 20%. This is actually pretty legit. If you have the follow-up skill, which gives you a chance to activate your ability all over again, if you had a really high luck score, this would, I think, could be an upwards of 60% extra trigger chance on follow-up, which is really nutty if that's true. I think this could actually be really strong. I would rate this pretty highly, up there with Outbursts of Rage in terms of quality. The next one is Magic Pulse. It gives you critical damage for your hero skill damage. This is when your heroes do skill damage. So this is obviously designed for like a hero such as Velen, who is giving you, I think, crit damage and maybe crit chance as well. But on the flip side of things, also the skill talent tree has some great synergy, like Lilia, with this particular pet skill. The final pet skill over here gives you 33% crit damage for your war pet when your war pet does skill damage. So if you can find a way to elevate the crit rate of your magic pet, which you can do, actually, that is a thing, then the crit damage starts to be more interesting. But I still feel my top two are probably Outbursts of Rage. If you have the combo with follow-up, then you could go for Super Follow-Up. And lastly, the Magic Pulse. Now, look, I probably would hold on to all of these pet skills before deploying them, because something we do need to talk about is the fact that now in this new season, you have higher level Darklings and Dark Creatures. So, look, you can get a level 36 war pet on the very first day of the season. And the developers have said that the quality of the pet you get is influenced greatly by the level of the pet. So I think that I would really hold on to those 3-star pet skills until we get further into the season and we see exactly what kind of talent skills we'll be getting on these war pets. I think we're going to see a lot of 2-star talent skills dropping, maybe even a small number of 3-star talent skills showing up in this season, but that will probably only happen later on when we get higher level Darklings. Right now, the max level is 36. But in 2 days, it goes up, and I imagine it'll go up to like 40 or 45, maybe even 50. So be on the lookout for those elevated levels. And by the way, battling your Darkling patrols and your dark creatures, let's see here. I mean, it's pretty important. This is giving prestige and experience. For these Darkling patrols, it's showing me the first victory rewards, but not the regular rewards. I'm pretty sure it's just a lot of experience and also some prestige. Which, by the way, does bring us to the importance of getting your policy board going. In this new season, of course, there's a new policy board, and I'll click it at some point, I swear. So what do we want to take away from this? Well, there's a fire turret, ice turret, and poison turret. Don't worry, I'll probably make a dedicated video talking about which one I think is the best. As of right now, I couldn't tell you, but you are able to build an upwards of 3 turrets, and they have defensive pushback, giving you turret attack, increasing your turret level, increasing the turret destruction resources. You gain resources for destroying turrets. Wow, that's really cool, actually. And you gain merits for destroying turrets, which I really like. Daily healing percent boosts are over here, as well as elixir production speed. So that's kind of cool that they've split these out. I wonder if you have to pick one or the other here. It doesn't look like this is a situation where you pick one or the other, but I think you could do both. Elixir speed production at the healing hut is huge, and this increases daily resource healing. Yeah, the resource healing I don't care as much about, but now that I say that, I mean, you can reduce your gold cost, your wood, your ore, your mana for healing by 25% of each resource. That's a big deal. That is a big, big deal. All right. Military expansion is over there, and it's worth noting there's 2 military expansions, but normally we have 3. So kind of cool to see that there's less military expansion. Of course, in this season, your starting size is, I think, 250,000 legions. So people are saying it's like 350,000 legions in a max army now, which there's definitely some downsides to that, and also, I suppose, some upsides as well, but that's probably topic for another video, okay? So from here, let's talk about what do you take. Do you take the free healing or the resource healing? And I think the answer is still free healing all the way. I'm planning to do free healing. I'm not planning to do resource healing. I don't think I have the resources to make resource healing a thing. If I was a big enough spender with these discounts, maybe I would consider it. But for now, free healing still feels like the jam to me. Now, making our way back to these rewards, we talked about the limited one-time purchase rewards. You only get one of these, but then there are also common rewards as well. And I think generally the Legendary Ascension Emblem is a really good choice. This lets you increase the star level of an artifact that is legendary quality, but I think you need 4 of them to make that happen. From there, I think CP is just really a slam dunk with any remaining currency you have. The reason I like CP is that you can get experience onto your heroes, and that's kind of all that matters at the start of the season. Now, with regard to things that you will be doing with your heroes, one of the first things you'll do is you'll smash your way through the Dragon Trail. Thankfully, your progress is retained from the prior season, and now that they've increased the march size, you should be able to push a good bit further, which is good news because we left off at level 80, but now we go all the way up to like 160. And it's really funny because like I conveyed my opinion that it like sucks to lose stuff and it's always fine to add stuff. So instead of making us grind the same 80 levels of Dragon Trail over and over, which feels really pointless, they've added an extra 80 levels to the 80 we've already done. It's funny because it's the same thing, but it's really not. This does not feel bad in the way that regrinding the same 80 levels did, but it's still 80 more levels of Dragon Trail, which I am actually genuinely surprised that we are being asked to do 80 levels of Dragon Trail, truthfully. But I don't know, maybe it'll be fun this season. Looking forward to giving that a shot. From here, let's talk about more end of season stuff. The Conqueror Artifact Compendium. So this is an opportunity to spend gems and get artifacts. And like, I don't really need a lot of these artifacts, but here's the thing. You have like 10x the percent drop rate that you would normally have. Literally, it's like 10% higher probability of getting a legendary, something like that. So this is a great way to spend gems to either get an artifact you didn't have, like I'd like to, you know, hook up with that Greymar's Warhammer, you know what I mean? But ultimately, even if you're just using these as fodder, it's a pretty good way to acquire some of these. And if you needed one of these, for us, it's Goldcrest, Springblades, Dragonscale, Shadowblades, Sorlands. Most of these I don't even need. They just become fodder. But let's do some pulls over here. You can see what I mean. And you are even guaranteed a legendary every 10 pulls. So we can do these pulls. And I honestly almost am tempted to like not do the pulls because I don't know that I need the fodder that much. But like the amount of gems you spend for a guaranteed legendary, I feel like is a pretty good deal. So what's the takeaway here? I guess if you're a spender, this is something you would consider. Otherwise, like, nah, you probably wouldn't do this. But as a spender, this is something that I'll go for. All right, we'll run this until I get my first legendary, and then I'll show you some more stuff here. There we go. First legendary. Give me the Greymar's Warhammer, bro. Come on! You know, Shadowblades aren't terrible, but I think I already had them maxed. So if you want, you can spend gems over here. I have 11 attempts remaining. And yeah, I mean, that's the Conqueror Artifact Compendium, all right? From here, I think I need to go and unlock the new heroes. So to do that, I need to go buy some bundles. Now, as of this moment in time, we have some Black Friday events going on. So for the next 3 days, purchases you make, acquiring raw gems, is going to give you some extra value, which is kind of incredible. So this is a great time to spend if you're going to spend. And there's also a purchase payback. So as you spend, the game is giving you extra stuff for some of the first times that you go in and spend. There's 1,000 gems, 3,000 gems through purchases, 8,000 gems through purchases, giving you a legendary Ascension emblem. 18,000 gems gives you 10 G2 hero tokens and 20 gold keys. So there's a bunch of cool stuff that you can get there. So right now, we've got the Black Friday blowout sale. I'm going to come back to that in a second. In a regular season, you've got the new Joy of Destiny bundle, and I'm going to work on that because I want to unlock all the heroes, okay? Now, the funny thing is, I'm going to make a video about these dragon tickets. All the card up in the top and in the end screen for the Rise of Kingdoms equivalent, they work exactly the same way in Call of Dragons, where basically you can buy these bundles in advance and you get a little ticket instead of the bundle, and then you turn in your ticket for a bundle. And the advantage of that is that you can buy these in a special website called the Pluto Mall. Again, I'll have the details in another video linked in the end screen. But you get 10% extra value in tickets when you go and you do that. So if you spent $10, I mean, this isn't exactly right, but like, let's say if you spend $100, you'll get a voucher for $100 that you can spend in game, and you get a voucher for $10 that you can also spend in game. So you get 10% more. That's what I'm trying to say. Now, I remember last time I bought more than I needed over here. So I'm going to buy this far into the Joy of Destiny. You can see like I'm getting all this other stuff as well, which is pretty amazing. Also, this purchase payback is here, which is amazing. So getting all these extra rewards is pretty freaking sweet for a relatively small amount of spend. The purchase payback is going to be with you, I believe, all season long. But, you know, this Black Friday deal is only here because it's Thanksgiving right now in the US. Then there is also a Black Friday bundle. I actually am going to max purchase this bundle. It's giving you gold heads and it's giving you speed ups. And of course, I do need some gemmies in my life. So the resources are fine, I suppose. But this is kind of giving me all the things that I would want. Now, theoretically, I should look more closely into the details of this bundle and say, hey, is this really giving me the best stuff for what I need? But I like the blend of things that are here, so I'm just going to roll with it for now and not overthink it. And boom, claim all these rewards. GG. Wow. I mean, bad. Spend money, get rewards. Okay, so from here, let's actually go and do the Wheel of Destiny, okay? Black Friday deal. I just missed the merchant. Yeah, we already showed that. Okay, great. Wheel of Destiny. Here we go. We're going to do our spins. I picked up 20 tickets. There are 100 prizes remaining. So in a worst case, you would spin this wheel 100 times. And you can spin 3 at a time. Let's freaking go. Okay. Dude, there is so much to cover. It's actually kind of crazy. So my goal here is to unlock the new heroes. And I think it's probably value to keep spinning beyond that. But if you are a lighter spender, you could go just to try to get the new heroes. I will say, though, that's a little bit of a trap. Like, you might not get them, and that would kind of suck. You can buy Destiny tickets. I think for 3,000 gems, 10 tickets is a steal. So, like, I obviously want to buy those tickets, and we'll spin those, okay? But the full price tickets, you can only, I think, get 10 of them. So you can get too many tickets, and then at the end, tickets are converted into gems. And it's a small amount of gems. Like, I actually, if I'm going to buy the $100 bundle, it's entirely possible I should not have gemmed any tickets at all. GG, let's find out if I was just a super noob. I might actually just be a super noob, come to think of it. We'll see how far we get in this wheel and where I end up stopping. Let's go! New legendary Chisgule in the lineup. Okay, that's very good progress. Like, that is very, very good. And by the way, that should give me a bundle pop. I'm going to use my dragon tickets that I've already got to go and claim that. I mean, they are so convenient. They are so freaking convenient. Okay. Now we go back to spinning. Okay. Oh, this is a good start here. I imagine I'm going to buy the $50 bundle just to get enough tickets to do what I need to do here, but we'll see. I want to work on the new infantry, and I'm actually planning to take Goresh, the infantry I have not gotten here yet, to 5551, and then maybe I'll get him from the strongest lord at some point. I don't know. Let's do another spin here and see how we do, baby. Come on. Okay, no dice. But, oh, actually, still a great spin. Still a great spin. I mean, think about it. I spent 900 gems for that spin, technically. That's really good. That was big value. Now, once you get all 4 of the heroes, you automatically clear the rest of the board, which is pretty amazing. But that's like, maybe I should say, if you get, if you get all 4 of the heroes unlocked, and it's a small drop rate, then you clear the whole board and you automatically get all the prizes, which is pretty cool. So I didn't make it yet, and I want to keep going. So I'm going to go not to here, but to the bundle section. We go to, oh, by the way, if you want to get your Black Friday deal, renewing your monthly packs can be a great starting point, right? Like, I can do that now. Boom, I had a ticket for that, apparently. I can redo this now. Apparently, I have a ticket for that. GG, easy. I went and bought a bunch of tickets because, you know, I knew I would be spending. Okay, so from here, I want to buy the Joy of Destiny bundle. We pick that up, and we get back to spinning. 20 more spins to go. Here we go, folks. Come on. Gimme Goresh. Gimme... Okay, didn't get him. This is fine. I'm feeling fine. Now, the crazy part is, after this, I've got to go, let's freaking go! I did it! Oh my gosh. Do I even spend the $100? Like, do I actually spend the $100? Or, like, am I just feeling really good about life and am I just done with this? I mean, geez. That was amazing. Oh, by the way, I don't know if I still have any more of these. Oh, I still have a ticket. Let's go. Okay. And like you can see in the mail, like it spends my ticket and gives me the bundle. Great. Good. This is good. Okay. Lovely. Let's keep spinning. This is going great. Whale moves, everybody. I've got 8 more tickets, though. There's no way I get both these heroes with 8 tickets. Like, no chance, bro. There's no way. And then 40 spins? I mean, at that point, I feel like I'm almost guaranteed to get both the heroes. I don't think I'm actually guaranteed, but like I almost am. I probably didn't need to spend any gems on these tickets. Truth be told. I'll probably regret that. Yeah, I think that's probably the takeaway here. So I have 2 tickets. I do 2 spins. Yeah, I think I undercut some of my value probably. So let's see here. If I spend $100, I'm going to get 30 tokens of heroes. That's actually really good. Plus everything that's here. No, this bundle's really good, actually. This, plus the metals, plus some resources. I think that is a must-do for me. Confirm. And we spin this bad boy. Okay, here we go. Let's see if I wasted my gems on the 50% off tickets. It's just like straight up leaking gems. Oh god, that's really dumb of me the way I did that. You know what? Learn from my mistake. This is why you watch my videos. Subscribe to the channel, okay? Subscribe. You're supposed to get value and smash your enemies. Learn how to get value from your boy Chisgule Gaming making mistakes. Okay? Let's go. Spin, baby, spin. Okay, so far, I mean, hey, look, if I don't land on Theodore, then I didn't waste my gemmies. But if I do, then, like, I could have done it better. I still feel like it would be best if I just land on Theodore. Like, the sooner I land on that, the better for me. Because that means more of my tickets get recovered. The later I land on Theodore, the less value it is. But no matter how you slice it, for the money I spent, all the resources and tokens seems pretty good. I do generally think that the regular lucky spins are better, but the sort of value here of this wheel is that if you unlock a new hero to work on to start leveling right away, that's pretty good. And the strongest Lord hero could be really hard to get depending on how your server merge went, you know? So far, I mean, I'm not landing on Theodore, which means I actually needed all these spins almost. And the last 10 tickets that I spent would have been the ones that I got for the 50% discount. So let's see here. We're almost on those tickets. We spin it. And I knew it. I had a feeling I was going to land on that. Oh, God, I wasted my gems. And then I just get the rest of the wheel. GG. GG. Wasted gems. Oh, it's converting them at 300 gems a pop. I bought them for 300 gems. Okay, that's not so bad. Now, I don't think I have to hit exchange. And like, does it save them for the next season? In which case I want to save all of them, right? So I might just hold on to those for now and see what happens with them at the end of the event. I might have to ask support what happens. Drop a comment if you know. So the next thing to do is, now that I've unlocked new heroes, right? Like, I should go in here and change who I'm getting from things like the daily, VIP stuff. So I'm going to start getting Goresh, I think. I think that's what I want to do. So I claim his tokens now. And in addition, the VIP shop is reset. So you're going to want to go in and get all the things that you normally get from the VIP shop. I've been buying gold keys. I've been buying regeneration potions. Okay. I have been buying artifact keys. I should consider my choices around that. Speed ups are great. Also, I buy legendary hero tokens. This is whale moves, okay? Let's be really clear. And the 24-hour speeds. All right. So good pickups all around. And at this point, it's time to relevel my heroes and apply my talent points. So good news, at least, is that now they only reset your heroes down to level 30 as long as they were level 30. If you were not yet level 30, then you stay at the level you were at. So that's the upside. And look at these two. Ooh, we are going to have to level these two up. I'm also going to have to go get a pet for them. So that's going to be a thing. And what else do we have here? I'm sure there's a bunch of other stuff we can talk about, but let's just open up all these gold keys and stuff that I've just got accumulating here. All in all, I'm hyped for the new season. I'm thankful and happy to be quite done with the folks that we've played previous seasons with. Ooh, please be new. Nico. I maxed him recently, but if you're subscribed to the channel, you saw my video yesterday. Maybe it was 2 days ago, talking about how I went to the meetup in Cologne, Germany. I got invited by the devs. It was amazing. Ooh, that's a good one, Thea. And one of the things they did was a Q&A. And I shared all this stuff in my video, but they said that eventually they'll add something to do with your excess legendary hero tokens if you have awakened a hero. So for now, it's kind of like, bro, I got a legendary hero. I already maxed them. What's the point? But now that they've said that they're going to give us something to do with those, it feels good to get excess. And I'm hopeful that it's something cool, something unique, not just like trade in your legendary hero tokens that you don't need anymore for 2 minutes of speed ups. Woohoo! Like, bruh, give me something unique, something cool. Okay. Ooh, I have both of them maxed though. So like, I don't know. Should I even be buying gold keys anymore? Like actually asking, you know? I actually don't know. Oh, God. Okay. And then I do that. These polls are insane. These polls have actually been insane. And like Garwood and Nika, those are both actually good polls for me. Sort of. I mean, I don't know what infantry I'm doing this season. It's so weird. It's so weird and unusual. One other thing that gets reset at the start of a new season that you're going to want to go check out is going to be in the Goblin Market. Oh, it didn't reset. Just kidding. I take it all back. So you're still on the same weekly refresh over here for your exchanges. GG. I could have swore that was not going to be the case, but I would be wrong on that one. All right, cool. Also in the new season, you know, be sure to donate like crazy to technology. Very, very important. And let me just open up all these gifts, bro. Oh my God. We're up to 19 of the blessing chests right now. That is insane. Wow. I like cannot believe I have 440-ish bundles to open. Oh my God. One other thing they shared at the meetup, by the way, is that players were like, hey, you do realize that the whole point of multi-open was to go faster than just tapping one at a time. And the devs were like, right, well, look at speeding this up. So I think this will get sped up, is what I'm trying to say, which would be great. Because just opening all these chests, it's like actually going to take me 5 minutes here. And I mean, I'm not complaining about getting the rewards. But if the developers were ever looking for a reason for seasons to be shorter, like I keep saying, shorter seasons would be good. And like, look at all the spending people do at the start of a new season. It's like good for the player experience. It's got to be good for the developers if everybody's whaling up. I mean, there's just a lot of stuff to get. Like, for example, the double gems on raw gem purchases refresh every season. So there's some value you can get over there. And like, look, if you're starting your new season and you're like, how do I prioritize my time? What I'm doing now is like not the right use of my time. The first thing I should do is have already selected the heroes I'm going to level, put talents onto them, and I should immediately start draining my CP bar immediately so that I can start recovering CP. I'm just making this video right now, and like, I think it'd be more entertaining for me to show this craziness. Oh my God. I mean, I sort of feel like in hindsight, maybe I should have gone in and like opened all the chests that weren't gold, lined up all the gold ones in a row, and then just opened the goldies, but you know, whatever. This is still really crazy, actually. Wow. So I could keep doing this, but it's actually just going to take a really long time. So instead, what I'm going to do is open up the big chests. We have 19 of them. Look at this. 1. I mean, the funny thing is that the low levels don't give much. 1 5-minute speed up. Oh, wow. Oh no. Another 5-minute speed up. A 10-minute speed up. It's too powerful, chat. It's too powerful. Nerf it. It's too strong. 10 minutes of speeds. Yeah, so the chests get better when they get higher level. So these lower level ones, it's not quite as much in here as the higher level ones. We're up to 60 minutes. Hey, yo, we're moving up in the world. Let's freaking go. What else we got? Come on, baby. Okay, 3-hour speed. I mean, it steps up. Okay, that was 45 minutes and 30 minutes. Well, Ooh, 15 hours. Okay, now we're getting to the big boys. There it is, 3 hours. 2 hours. All right, I spoke too soon. 2 hours and 2 hours. GG. All right, I'm sure I'll uncover some other stuff to talk about with regard to the start of the season. So if you haven't already subscribed, consider smashing that subscribe button. I'm still jet lagged like crazy from that trip to Germany. So if you want to see some additional videos that I think will really help you out, cards will be in the end screen in just a second. First of all, if you missed the video where I summarized the stuff they talked about in the meetup in Germany, you're going to want to see that. Card is in the end screen. Alternatively, if you were looking at those dragon tickets I was using and you're like, wait. You're saying I can get an even better deal than just like outright buying the bundles? The answer is yes. And if you want to see the Rise of Kingdoms equivalent of that, it's called the Pluto Mall. Card's going to be in the end screen for that one in a second, and I'll make a dragon ticket version of that video soon. I'm just like really tapped on time right now. It's been crazy. Happy Thanksgiving, by the way. So smash that subscribe button, and until next time, you have fun smashing the kingdom, and I'll get back to opening these chests. Take care, everybody.